Today we're gonna sit down and just have a fun little chit chat about trends. These are gonna be trends that I will be avoiding, that I am anti-hauling, that I do not recommend, and then trends actually that I really love as well. So we're gonna go through a list of things that I've thought of for maybe like spring, even some of early summer, I guess. Things that I have noticed that I've seen either on like short form social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, or I've seen people talk about it in YouTube videos. And we're just gonna sit down and have a nice little chit chat today. I love videos like this, so if you are on your lunch break, this is a good one for you. Make sure you grab a little drink, a little snack, and as always, just keep in mind that this is supposed to be lighthearted and fun. If you like any of these trends, if you like all of these trends and I hate them, that's great. We can coexist. I also think it's fun to do like the anti-haul portion to show things that I won't be buying because I know I won't get use out of them. It might be wasteful to buy them or just I don't really like them, and to show things that I do like and do recommend all in the same video to kind of have like a little bit of balance, you know what I mean? So anyways, I made a list of things that I've seen over time and we're gonna go through all of them top to bottom together. So let's jump into trends that I will not be buying and do not recommend / anti-hauling, and also trends that I actually really love and can't wait to wear and buy. Okay, we'll start off on a positive note with trends that I love. The very first one is a glowy, simplified, healthy looking makeup routine. I am a millennial, okay? I have fallen victim to like continuing my same makeup routine from when I was 21 in like my late 30s. And there's nothing wrong with that at all, but I feel like as a millennial, we really caked it on. We did a lot of foundation, a lot of powder, a lot of concealer, all products that are matte and powdery. And while that was like fine at the time, I have been so inspired by all of these really glowy, healthy looking, more dewy kind of makeup routines. And I've been switching up my products in like the recent months, and a lot of you guys have been noticing and complimenting me on my makeup routine and like being like, girl, whatever you're doing, it is working, it looks so good. And the products that have been helping me achieve this makeup routine are all from the sponsor of today's video, which is Merit. You guys know I have loved and talked about Merit for years. I've mentioned them in favorites videos, in gift guides. If you watch my vlogs, you'll have seen me use these products all the time. And I've been trying to like simplify my makeup routine recently, so I feel like this has really helped me be able to do that. And I've truly perfected it now to where I can do my makeup routine in like 5 minutes or less. So I'm gonna take you through my makeup routine with some of my favorite products and basically just get ready together step by step. So let's do it. Okay, we're starting off with a fresh face and I'm gonna take you through my makeup routine start to finish. Quite simple and easy. We're starting off with the Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. This truly is like the best skin prep base product. It gives an amazing glow, but it isn't greasy, which is a big one for me. All Merit products are non-comedogenic as well, so they're not going to clog your pores. They're great if you have acne prone skin or sensitive skin like me. And on top of that, it's fragrance free, which is like literally the best. It's designed to complement the Minimalist, but it's also amazing under any other complexion product you might have, or it's really gorgeous on its own as well, and I love it. I've gotten so many compliments recently on how much glowier my makeup routine has been looking, and it's truly because of this product, so we love that. I apply it underneath my moisturizer right after cleansing. So I'm gonna do my moisturizer now, which is the Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. Massage everything in just a little bit too. Now I'm using the Minimalist, which you guys have heard me harp on and on about. I am currently in the shade Sandstone, and this is just the best like all-in-one product. You just swipe it on and you're good to go. It gives the most beautiful coverage and also glow, and it's like an all-in-one product. It can be like a foundation, a concealer, basically everything all in one, and it's so user-friendly. I cannot begin to tell you. You can rub this in with your fingers, you can use a brush. Like, it is truly foolproof, and it's like all skills level friendly, which is why I love it. And sometimes I'll just use it to like conceal little spots on my face. Sometimes I'll do like a full foundation look like I am today because I'm filming, but it always looks just like really natural and glowy, which I love, love, love. Like, the finish is just so pretty and it's truly impossible to mess up. Then I like to use the Bronze Balm. This stuff is magical. You can use as much or as little as you want and it's just gonna look good, like no matter what you do. I also have pretty oily skin and I used to completely veer away from any kind of cream product because I was really afraid that it was going to make my skin like greasy or slip right off my face or whatever, and that is not the case with this. So again, you can blend it in with a brush, you can blend it in with your fingers. Like, it is so easy and it's just gonna look good no matter what. And that's what I love about Merit, is just all of their products are really simplified, really really easy to use and just like the most friendly for like all skill levels of makeup, you know? And then next up is the Flesh Balm. This, as somebody who has literal blush blindness, is the best because you can apply as much or as little as you want and it's going to look phenomenal. It's so easy to blend. Like, look, you can even blend it in with your fingers and it's just like the most gorgeous color. I have the color Lusitano. I just wanted to go for like a really peachy pink kind of glow that's perfect for this time of year. And like, look at how good that looks. Hello? Do you see that? Then I just finish it with some brow gel, some lip stain / lip gloss, whatever your lip combo is, and maybe some setting spray, and that's it. It is so easy, so simple, and it just looks really pretty every time. Also, another favorite of mine for like years and years is the Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil. This is in the color Marrakesh. It is such a beautiful color. Look at this. Oh, stunning. And there we have it. That is the finished look. So I would highly recommend checking out Merit. If you use the link that is down in the description box below, you can check out my Merit favorites and shop exclusive sets discounted up to 15%, and you get a free makeup bag with your first purchase. And I just love them and cannot recommend them enough. So yeah, make sure you check out my link in the description box below. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring, and let's jump back into more of the trends. Okay, the next trend that I fear has taken me mind, body, and soul is polka dots. I cannot get enough of polka dots. I feel like how I feel about polka dots now is how I felt about floral print in like 2014 and around that time. I cannot stop looking for everything polka dot related. I'm obsessed with polka dot accessories, polka dot nails, polka dot tops, bottoms, dresses, hats. There is actually nothing that is polka dotty that I don't love. It's a nice, simple way to do a pattern when you're wearing clothing, but can also be mixed with other patterns as well. Like, it's not so busy that you can't mix and match with other patterns. You could totally wear like a graphic tee with like some polka dot pants, or you could wear a polka dot top with like a striped skirt or something, you know, like it doesn't detract too much from other things, and it's just so cute. There's nothing else I can say about it. I just love it. I will hopefully not be buying too much of it because I tend to do this. I hyperfixate on like a trend and then I really go in and I buy like a million things, and then, you know, kind of comes to an end and then I suddenly don't reach for it anymore. So I will be discerning, okay? But I have been thrifting polka dot things recently and it's always what I'm searching for, and it's just so cute. So let me have this. Okay, I love polka dots. A home decor trend that I've been seeing recently that I really love is funky bedding. Like, I've been seeing so many more people do these kind of fun, funky bedding sets, and I love it so much. I'm always gonna lean towards like a more funky option when it comes to home decor especially. We will talk about that in the next trend, but I just think it's so much fun to have fun with our bedding again. Remember when we all had the like zebra print bedding with like yellow sheets, or hot pink bedding with purple tiger stripes, or whatever it is, like the chocolate brown and teal combination, the chocolate brown and pink combination. And so I've been seeing a lot of bedding from brands like Homie, Piglet in Bed, Urban Outfitters, etc., that just have such a cute, funky little bedding thing going on. And I'm really inspired by it. Like, in some cases, I really like simple bedding and I think it's great, but I'm always gonna lean towards what's more funky. Mixing and matching patterns like florals and stripes, or checkers and stripes, or whatever it is. Like, I just think it's adorable and I want to see more of that. They are pretty expensive, like the ones that I've seen, but I'm noticing a lot more people, more retailers are putting out funkier bedding sets, and I couldn't be happier about it. I think it's different strokes for different folks. Like, it depends on your taste. We'll talk about it more in the next trend, but yeah, I love this so much. I want to see more of it. Speaking of the next trend, this one is maximalist home decor. I've talked about this like loosely in other trends videos before, but I'm still seeing it for spring 2026 and I love it. If you've been watching me, you'd be able to tell from all of the backgrounds in my videos, like, I just love mixing and matching things. It doesn't even really have to go together. I just love that sort of eclectic, again, sort of funky maximalist style. I tend to have these days a little bit more of like a vintage sort of cottagey meets dark academia theme, but I also just love anything kooky ooky that you can put in your house. Like, it just makes it so much more fun and more lived in, and you have a story to tell. You can point to almost anything on the wall and I can be like, oh, I got that at an estate sale, but they got it from this random vintage shop in Inverness in Scotland. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's a story behind almost everything. It's just a blast. I love it. So I've also been noticing a lot more vintage eclectic decor recently. So like kind of more bold colors, like oranges and reds, sort of a mixture between mid-century and vintage, or it's maybe like a combo of both. And I just love it. I've been so happy to see more color and vibrancy in home decor trends in recent years, because we really did kind of go crazy with the millennial beige thing, the sort of minimalist home, which there's nothing wrong with. Again, if that's your home, love that for you. I can see why, especially if you grew up in like a really kind of funky, maybe messier home, that you would crave something more minimalist, something more simple, but that's not me. I love my things. I love stuff. What can I say? The next trend that I have been loving is colorful tights. I love seeing the girlies wearing their colorful tights. It can be pastel colors, more vibrant colors, even patterns. There are so many options to choose from, and I've seen people wear maybe like an all black outfit with like a powder blue tight or a lavender tight or even red or something more vibrant. And I just think it's such a fun way to jazz up an outfit and just give it a little razzle dazzle, you know, a little something extra. I haven't purchased any recently because I tend to have a really hard time with tights ripping like the first time I wear them, so it's like, what's the point? But I'd be definitely curious to test them out because I think it's just very whimsical, we will talk about that, and just playful. Like, I love seeing people play around with fashion and not take it so seriously. And you can do it from as like kind of minimal and simple of a look as you want, all the way up to really, really funky and kooky. And it looks good no matter what, you know? So I am a big fan of the tights trend that is happening at the moment, and I want to see more of it. All right, another trend that I've noticed is whimsy in general. Like, I don't know whether to call it a whimsical aesthetic, whether to call it adding whimsy into your life. I've even talked about this on social media recently, but just adding more whimsy. Things like hand making cards for your friends for their birthdays. Things like doing crafting nights where you're maybe like bedazzling your books, or you're making a memory box with friends, or you're doing more analog activities. Things like making a floral arrangement in your home that's really colorful and beautiful and seasonal. Things like putting sprinkles on top of your iced coffee because it looks cute and fun. You know, just adding those little bits of whimsy. That is one of the things that I feel like we are missing the most, and probably why it's such a popular trend at the moment, and it's definitely growing in popularity. We have been in a whimsy drought over the last several years, right? And just with everything going on in the world and in our country, it's diabolical, right? So I think we're just searching for joy and color and fun wherever we can. And I feel like whimsy is the perfect word and way to describe it. Things used to be so whimsical. Like, you used to go to a store and try to pick out maybe like a lamp, and it used to be handcrafted or have this unbelievable design and had so much thought and intention put into it. And now you go and it's like sad beige and depressing, and you know, it's just not the same. So I have been loving seeing more people really try to focus on adding whimsy into their life however they can, whether that's in their outfits, whether that's in their home decor, whether that's in crafts that they do. There's so many different options, but yeah, I would say probably this is like my most favorite trend at the moment, and what I am trying to actually center my life around, because it just makes me so happy. This next trend actually kind of ties into that, and it is all of the color. Colorful everything. We need more color, please. I like it in home decor, but I also like it in fashion. I'm loving seeing monochromatic looks. I'm loving seeing color blocking looks. I'm loving pops of color, especially in the springtime. That's when I'm the most like color motivated and just like drawn to it. I've been trying to play around with pastels and florals and polka dots and just play around with colors that I normally wouldn't. Like, I have always kind of been a one color per outfit kind of girl. Like, I'll be like, oh, there's a pop of red or a pop of blue or purple or whatever. And now I'm trying to find colors that go well together, because I don't know, it like goes in with the dopamine dressing thing, and gravitating towards things that make you happy. And when you feel good about your outfit, it makes you feel more confident and it makes you happier and all of those things, you know? So I'm a real big fan of just color everywhere. Shoes, accessories, bags, I love it all. The next one I've seen people doing is like brooches, pins, etc., and just really getting fun with that. Like putting little pins and things all over your bags, or on like a collar on your shirt, or on a vest, or on a t-shirt or whatever, and it just adds a little something, a little sprinkle of fun. It's something that's also easy to thrift. You know, you can go to pretty much any estate sale and there are going to be brooches there. You can go to the thrift store and find brooches there. You can probably ask if you have like a living grandparent or something. They probably have something for you. You know, there's a lot of different options, and I don't have any particularly, but I would love to keep an eye out for some because I think it's just a tiny little thing that you can do that just makes things have more interest. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the lowest effort possible, but it just gives a little something something. You know? Next up is studs. I love studs. I am a millennial, as I mentioned before. Okay, I've been there the first time around. The second time around, it feels a little bit different, but it's just so much fun. Studded belts, studded bags, studded jeans, studded phone cases, studded jackets, studded shoes. I recently just picked up these Crocs. Are you kidding? Look at these Croc shoes. They are the cutest. They are the most comfortable. These are called the Dylan platform, I think. And I got the studded version. I was just gonna get the plain black and I was like, why would I not get the studs? Like, it's just so cute. It brings me dopamine and I will continue to chase that feeling. Another trend I've been loving is seeing people do different layering with lace pieces. So you can take like a lace nightgown, for example, and throw it over like some jeans or a skirt or underneath a sweater or whatever it is. And I think it's just such a fun little pop of interest. It adds texture, it adds color, it adds silhouette. I think it's like kind of, in my opinion, the current version of what millennials used to do, which was have the lace tank top and it was really long and we'd put it underneath like a tank top or a sweater or a t-shirt or whatever it was, and that kind of feels like today's echo back to that, but I like it. I think it's fun. I like the asymmetrical ones. I like the straight across ones. It's such a cute trend. I love it. The next trend I'm seeing has to do with hair accessories, and that is headbands. Headbands have always been popular like throughout the decade. They're just always a little bit different at different times in life. So, you know, there was a time where we were all wearing like the puffy headbands. There was a time where we were wearing the sort of like Blair Waldorf headband. There was a time where we were wearing the headbands that went across the forehead, and that was an interesting one for sure. But lately I've been seeing a lot of the sort of more like athletic style headbands and in patterns, or there will be like a lace version, or there'll be a polka dot version, or I've been seeing the ones with little grommets. I actually got one at Urban Outfitters recently and Drew goes, oh nice, Bret Michaels headband.
We ready to rock this house?
Hair accessories in general is something that I am really into at the moment. Different kinds of barrettes, different kinds of little clips, different updos. I am definitely going to start playing around more because my hair is kind of reaching an awkward length. It's like not really a bob anymore, but it's not long yet. And so I feel like I'm gonna do a lot of fun little hairstyles, updos, things with different pins and clips, and headbands are gonna be a big one for me. And I just love a cute hair accessory. Like, it really does it for me. The next trend that I've talked about before, and I've kind of started dipping my toe back into, is capris. I think that capris are so cute right now. I've kind of always loved capris, for the record. As a millennial, I have lived through actually a couple different iterations of capris. When I was really young, they were popular. Then when I was like in high school, early college age, it was really popular, and now it's come back around in my late 30s, and I personally think it's a blast. I am on the hunt for a pair of denim capris because I am going to the Hilary Duff concert. Yes, I am, and I'm gonna be dressing up like Lizzie McGuire, the cartoon version. So I need to find like a good pair of capris, and I actually think I'm gonna try and find ways to style them. I've bought capri leggings recently. Like, it's just something different. You know, we've been doing the long pants thing for a long time. We've been doing the skirts thing, and it's like, let's just switch it up. You know what I mean? I also really love the more wide leg capri versions of track pants. I've seen like Urban Outfitters do versions, Adidas. I'm on the hunt to thrift a pair, whether it's like online or in person, because I just think that's what I like to do when I'm playing around with trends, is typically thrift it. And I'm just really loving it. I'm loving the capri era at the moment. So sue me, okay? Arrest me. I love the capris. All right, now we're gonna get into the anti-haul of it all. It's gonna get juicy. It's gonna get honest. It's gonna get me over-explaining and giving a million different reasons why I don't like something and saying, it's okay if you like it. So the first trend are the viral beaded bags. I think a lot of different retailers have had these, like TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, etc. And I really think they have taken the internet by storm. I haven't seen anyone that I know in real life wear them, but it has been like a very popular thing on the internet currently. And I will personally not be picking up one of these, not because I don't think think they're cute, but it's just not something that I feel like I would wear all the time. Like, I'd be more interested in a beaded bag that's similar to a middle school, big ol' sequins, like kind of Y2K style, as opposed to me anyway, like a more Florida mom vibe. Dare I say? Nothing wrong with that, but I just don't think they're gonna stay popular for a long time. I think it's one of those things where it's like people are just rushing so that they can make the content about it and say that they have it and maybe don't necessarily plan on like wearing it for a long time. No judgment, no hate, like literally do whatever makes you happy. But yeah, I just personally will be refraining because I know that thing is gonna collect dust in my closet and it's never gonna get worn. The next thing that I need to talk about is something that I've seen recently, and I have witnessed it in my personal life as well, and it is very true and popular, and that is millennial green home decor. Oh, millennials, what have we done? I love us millennials, we are the best. So that being said, we have really gone off the deep end with the millennial green. I think it started off with millennial gray, and we really kind of went in on the gray. It was the gray floors, it was the gray walls, it was the gray furniture, it was the gray counters, it was the gray cabinets. Like, it was like walking into someone's home and everything looked like it was black and white. But then people were like, millennial gray, it's the worst, so let's bring in some color, let's do something neutral. And so then the default was green, and I don't dislike green, by the way. I actually love green, but I feel like we've taken that and we've gone so far with the green. Everyone's couch is green, everyone's chairs are green, everyone's cabinets are green. Everything is now green, and so I personally won't be partaking in the millennial green of it all because it's another thing that's gonna come and go. If anything, I'm victim to millennial brown. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm sure it will be at some point. I've got a brown rug, brown dressers, brown art on the wall, brown pillows. That's just in this room here alone. So I could be talking about this months from now and there could be a name called millennial brown and I could be like, yeah, I was the first victim. So, you know, no judgment, but just not gonna be partaking in the millennial green, and definitely not the millennial gray. I actually hate the color gray with a burning passion now because of it. It fills me with so much rage, I can't talk about it. The next trend I will not be purchasing any more of is the rugby stripe trend, or the rugby tops, because I have one, I thrifted it, I don't really ever reach for it. I thought I was going to all the time, but I don't really that much anymore, and I think it's just, I don't know. I am weird about collars. I have never liked collars, like hardly ever. I've never really liked a button up. I've never really liked a polo. I try to thrift things and wear them from time to time when I can, and there's just something about it. I just don't like it. I think it comes from like server trauma. Like, I was a waitress for so many years and had to wear like a collared shirt and a tie that I just can't do it. I think it looks so cute on so many girls, but I'll try to wear it and I'll do like a cute little claw clip and I'm like, I look like I'm going to rugby practice. It's not giving what it needs to give for me personally. Okay, I feel like this next trend is the one that I may end up changing my mind on, because sometimes I've done these and I actually do want to film a video where I update on like all the things that I said I wasn't gonna buy that I did. There's not that many, but there is a few. So this may end up being part of that, but for right now, I just think practicality wise, overall, I probably won't purchase this trend, but it is the Bermuda shorts trouser trend. So it's basically like those kind of tailored trousers, but they're in a Bermuda short version cut. I think they're really cute, but I don't think that it's something that I would wear enough to justify. Like, I would be much more inclined to wear like a jort, like a long short that's denim, as opposed to like a tailored short. I've seen people style it in really cute ways, but I just don't think that, for me anyway, it could be everyday enough to justify. So like denim shorts obviously are an everyday thing. You can wear them out and about anywhere, but those feel a little bit dressier, and then I would feel like maybe I needed to wear some sort of heel or some sort of boot with it. So it'd be really cute for like a date night or a dinner party or whatever it is. But I think in that case, I'd probably just rather do like a pant, like a tailored pant, you know, kind of thing. So could change my mind on that, but probably most likely like 90%, I'm sure that I'm gonna avoid it. The next trend is romantic silhouettes a la Wuthering Heights. I think it is so beautiful. Nothing has inspired me more and has, you know, sparked up more of that whimsical joy in me than seeing this press tour and seeing all of these unbelievable outfits. I think just for every day, for me personally, it's not something that I will gravitate towards because I just know I won't wear it. When it comes to those kind of like more romantic style blouses or the corset style or the big skirts or dresses, you know, that kind of thing, I'm seeing it a lot more in like street style, but I just personally know I won't wear it. So it's one of those things that it really inspires me and it's really beautiful, but just for me personally, in my own personal style, I don't think I can make it work. So for that reason, I will not be buying anything, but I will be enjoying seeing it and I will be pinning it on Pinterest because it's very beautiful. Okay, we need to talk about this next one. I simply need to get this off my chest. I hate a wedge sneaker. I have been through the wedge sneaker trend a couple of times in my life, and let me tell you, both times, brother, I hate it. I actually saw my friend Alexa, Sunshine83, talk about this in one of her videos, and I couldn't agree more. It's just not the look for me. To me, it just gives so 2011, 2012 energy, but like not the good parts that I want to remember. It feels like a Vanessa Hudgens, basically what we're gonna do is dance, and like nothing wrong with that. That was iconic at the time, but it's not what I would like to do in my life currently. I do have to mention this in like every video that I find it funny how much Gen Z absolutely flamed us millennials for being cringy, pausing before we start a video, liking very cringy things, being chuggy, right? All of that. But when you're getting dressed every day, you're wearing my old uniform. You're dressed like me. Stormy, you look like mommy, baby. I don't know, maybe I'm a little sensitive, whatever. But in all seriousness, it has been kind of funny to see like the resurgence of so many millennial trends that like were not that cute at the time, or at least in my opinion, and now they're coming back around and they're very trendy, very cool, very popular. It's just interesting. It's just an interesting observation I'm making. Okay, this next trend, I have to get this off of my chest. I have to speak my truth, and I will not be buying any oversized, chunky, beaded necklaces apart from like this. Like this is fine, this is perfect, but I'm talking the like very dramatic, oversized beaded necklaces that I think do look really cute on people and that I actually wore. I wore them in high school and I worked a serving job, or actually I was a hostess at the time, and I would wear my all black outfit and then I would accessorize with like a cute little necklace because it was the era of Laguna Beach and I was obsessed with, yeah, just like this sort of costume jewelry, like big chunky necklaces, and they were always usually like big old balls. And I remember one time I walked into work and one of the older servers that I thought was so hot, by the way, he walked up to me and he goes, "Oh, hey, what's up, anal beads?" Ow. And let me tell you, I was humiliated, I was absolutely devastated, and I have carried that with me ever since. So I will not be buying anything that looks like that because of the comment. And I just had to speak my truth because I've been seeing it a lot more recently, and that's always the first thing that pops into my head. So now you have to carry that with me as well. I'm so sorry. Okay, next is the pleated tartan / plaid midi skirts, maxi skirts, etc. I think these are so unbelievably cool. Them paired with like a tall boot or a combat boot or something like that is just so classic, and it's got that kind of grungy element to it almost, and I love the look of it, but I just know I won't wear it. I've never really been a fan of a pleated skirt of any kind, like it's just not my style, but I love when other people wear it. I think it's so cool. So it's a trend that I actually do really love, but I just won't be buying it for myself because I don't foresee a scenario in which I would ever wear it unless I was going to some kind of like grunge concert or something like that, you know? So it's a no from me, but it is very, very cute. Next up, we have tutus. Pretty short and sweet. I won't be wearing a tutu, but I love the girlies who are. I think they're rocking it. I think it's very cute. So if you want to wear a tutu, go for it, but I will not be. And the very last trend is military jackets. I think they're very cute. I really like the look of them. It feels very Gerard way. It feels, again, nostalgic for me as a millennial. But picture me in this outfit, right? I'm just wearing jeans and a tank top and then throwing a military jacket over the top. Like, I would look so silly. I just don't think I have the right style for it. And it's funny because even when people tell me that about things that I wear, they're like, I could never pull that off. I'm like, yeah, you could. You just have to do it. So it's like, I'm kind of being hypocritical here. First of all, it's not warm enough where I live to wear a jacket like that most of the time. And second of all, it's just a little busier than I would like for a typical jacket. Like, I'd be much more inclined to do like an oversized baggy leather jacket or an oversized denim jacket or something that's a little bit more kind of neutral. But I totally see the appeal of the military jacket. I think it's cute, but like, I don't want to look like I'm in the Black Parade on a day-to-day basis. And that's my prerogative. So those are all of my trends that I either really love or will absolutely be avoiding. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also turn on my post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. If you have any trends that you will personally be avoiding or anti-hauling, or ones that you really love, definitely let me know in a comment below. Give me your thoughts and opinions about all of these trends. Do you disagree? Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to chit chat with you guys. And if you want to see more videos like this, of course, leave it in a comment below. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all of my love, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.